You're the best, kid. You're better than any of them.
I knew that I could say around you and you weren't going to be mad. Come on, Gladys. Let those F-bombs drop. I'm going to back up because I missed a fart. I didn't miss a fart, but I missed a part.
I missed a fart.
I need more information.
Hey there, booze buddies. Welcome to Paranormal Spirits, where we share a drink, we tell you a spooky story, and then we rip it apart because booze always shows the truth. And as always, we will be playing Emily's Drinking Game.
Emily's Drinking Game. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Where every time we screw up a word or phrase, we drink. We're really hungry. We want to eat. So grab a drink, play along with us, and here we go.
Are you ready to hear a story of an exorcism?
Always.
Maybe it's just a murder, but maybe it's an exorcism. We'll weigh in later. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of the exorcism of Kennedy Ife. Oh my God, I got the name right. In 2016, 26-year-old Kennedy Ife started showing signs of illness. He's from England, so kind of outside London, England. He started complaining of pains in his throat and he was having a hard time sleeping. And he told his family that he had like a snake or a python living inside of him. That's what he started telling them. Then there, Kennedy Ife. He soon after became aggressive. He bit his dad, and then he even threatened to cut off his own manhood.
Oh,
he was like, Dad, I'm gonna cut off my own ween. Like, that's what he was like. Teenage angst, am I right? He was in his 20s. His family claimed that there was another personality trying to come through, and they were convinced that he was possessed.
As opposed to just getting him evaluated? Like,
nope. Straight possession.
Psychology, like psychiatry perspective. All right, let's go with it.
You want to cut off your own possessed.
Go snake living in you? Clearly possessed.
You bite your dad? Possessed. Instead of calling the psychologist, they called the minister.
If I may rant for a second.
Go on.
I feel bad for the demons. They get blamed for everything. In fact, the term demonized, it's discriminatory. How do we know that they're responsible for all of these things? How do we know that every demon is bad? I mean, are we saying that if we're going to call them a species, an entire species is bad?
Vote demons 2024.
They always get blamed for everything. Like, I mean, what if the demon's like, I'm just trying to make friends?
The demon's just inside this guy going, I'm a snake. After seeking advice from the minister, they became completely convinced that he was possessed, obviously. Their next step was the parents and the 5 brothers chose to try and cure him. We're going to try and cure him ourselves. You know what we're prepared for? An exorcism. Google how to perform an exorcism on my brother. Like, they tried to cure him through restraint and prayer for the next 3 days. They felt they had to restrain him or else he would hurt himself or others, aka when he threatened to cut his own dick off, obviously. They were a little scared that he was going to go chopping weens. So they used zip ties, handcuffs, and ropes to tie him down to save him from the demons. The father ordered the sons to take shifts and use overwhelming force if they had to keep him from harming himself or others or whatever. One brother said he didn't consider calling help because it was a domestic issue, and he believed that his brother was suffering from a manifestation from lack of sleep. So now this kid's thinking that he's not possessed, just tired, but still, let's chain him up to the bed. He also claimed that his brother was ranting about the mark of the beast and 666 and all that crap. But also, if he's super tired and you're like Crazy Town USA, of course you're gonna rant about weird shit.
And you're surrounded by a minister in your family who's telling you you're possessed.
Here's the fun fact. I don't think the minister was there. I think they consulted with him, but then I think they chose to do it on their own.
Okay, go on.
After 3 days of this nonsense, he started to show signs of dehydration and difficulty breathing. That's when the family decided that they would call emergency services. By the time that they got there, it was too late and he died. He freaking died. While the police were at the house, they witnessed one of the brothers trying to perform a resurrection on him after he had already passed away.
Does this brother think he's Jesus? How does one perform a resurrection? Arise, crazy brother, arise.
It's like this. Oh, you're healed.
Can you imagine being like the EMT that's walking in like, what the f-? You would be like,
oh, for sure. I would be like,
watching the resurrection.
and then seeing one of the brother being like, I have exorcised the demon. And then watching this guy rise like a Pillsbury freaking cinnamon roll.
I'm thinking, I'm getting the suspicion that mental health disorders may run in the family.
I don't know, maybe we should consult a minister. Paramedics that arrived on scene said that his body had over 60 injuries, like 60 visible injuries done to him. The family was actually charged with manslaughter, false imprisonment, and causing or allowing the death of a vulnerable adult.
Good.
But don't worry, they were cheered. They were cleared of all charges. This is 2016. It's not like it's 1916.
Like, how could they have been cleared of all charges? What, by reason of insanity? That sounds about right.
That sucks. So you have a clear mental breakdown and your family's like, gotta be a demon. Definitely a demon. Let's restrain him for 3 days to the point where he dies. And then Satan did it. It was a demon.
Right. That is not great. Not great.
Official rating of this story, not great. It's not even like there was any proof of it. There was no speaking in tongues. There was no levitation. There was no anything crazy. He literally was like, I don't feel so good. And then they were like, devil, demon.
Demons.
Imagine trying to have a sick day from school with this family, right? You can't. Mom, I feel like I have a fever. Is it Satan? No, I'm going to school.
Crazy Brits.
They're probably too polite to say he had a mental disorder, so it was easier to say he was possessed. Sorry, must be the devil.
Just a demon. It's totally fine. No meds needed.
No bother with schizophrenia. It's fine. Just a demon.
So sorry. It's just the devil.
Do these restraints hurt? Are they too tight?
Hungry? Oh no, sorry. Can't feed the demon.
Sorry, British people. So that's the crappy story of the not-so-exorcism of Kennedy Ife. If you like what you saw, break free of those restraints and feel free to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. If you don't like what you saw, we'll put you back in the restraints and leave you to die. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more drunken adventures with two old, definitely mentally unstable, but definitely not possessed whores. Get out. Get out. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.